I'm Daryn Kagan, and this is DarynKagan.com. A good friend of mine has a new book out that I know is great for anyone who has a dream that seems out of reach. Scott Rigsby is the first person I ever featured here on DarynKagan.com. At the time, his big dream was unthinkable. Take a look at his story, and you'll see why. Scott Rigsby was the first person we ever featured on DarynKagan.com. When I went for a run with this determined man back in fall 2006, he told me he trained with one purpose in mind.
When I'm running, I feel like I'm fulfilling my destiny. I feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose in life. I'm supposed to, do two things on this earth. I'm supposed to run like heck and inspire people. And so when I run, I just feel like, wow, this is what I was created to do.
Only this isn't how Scott was created. He lost a leg in a truck accident the summer he was 18. Doctors saved the other leg, but it was never right. More than a dozen surgeries later, Scott asked doctors to remove the other leg. Tough mental challenges followed.
And trying to have my own little pity party there, and nobody would come to it. I didn't understand why.
And so Scott Rigsby found new purpose and new direction. He became determined to make history as the first double amputee to complete the Ironman triathlon using prosthetics. On October 13th, Scott Rigsby made that happen. That means he completed a 2.4-mile swim.
It's crazy. It's 1,800 people jump in the water at the same time and want to get to the same place at the same time. So I get kicked in the right eye and my eye was swollen.
A 112-mile bike ride followed that, where he had to battle 30-mile-per-hour headwinds.
If I stopped pedaling to some degree, with the way the winds were, I would really literally fall over because the bike has no momentum whatsoever.
And then Scott ran a 26.2-mile marathon. Scott says he's never felt pain like the last 3 miles of that run.
I was running on blisters that were already beyond blisters. So I had to start thinking about, I've been training for this for a year and a half. I had to start thinking about all the naysayers and people who, didn't believe that I wanted to do it.
And finally, almost 17 hours after he started, with just minutes to spare before they closed down the Ironman course, Scott Rigsby crossed the finish line and made history.
It was unreal like anything I've ever experienced. It was just deafening sound of people just screaming and yelling and crying, and it was a great experience. Great to hear Mike Riley, the voice of Iron Man, go, "Scott Rigsby, you are an Iron Man."
Scott's purpose in telling his story, he wants to show that you can take the life and circumstances you were given and do something extraordinary, an idea that some might call unthinkable. What a great title for his new book. You can find out more at his website, scottrigsby.com. I'm Daryn Kagan, and Scott, I am always cheering for you. I hope you'll all click around DarynKagan.com for more inspiring stories that show the world what's possible.